Last Tuesday's taps of the gavel marked the beginning of the 2018 legislative session. While public pension reform, the biennial budget, and controversy surrounding a sexual harassment scandal commanded much attention, several bills of importance to health care were filed, with one KMA priority bill, House Bill 4, slated to be heard as early as this week. House Bill 4 is legislation that would provide confidentiality for medical peer review activities. Introduced by Representative Adia Wuchner, the bill would protect the peer review process to allow physicians and hospitals to assess their work without the possibility of their words being used in a medical malpractice claim. At least 48 states afford this privilege to the medical peer review process, and your help is needed to pass this important legislation. Call your representative today and ask them to support House Bill 4. Tort reform has already made an introduction in the form of Senate Bill 2, sponsored by Senator Ralph Alvarado. Senate Bill 2, one of the state Senate's and KMA's top legislative priorities, proposes an amendment to Section 54 of the Kentucky Constitution. The amendment would allow the General Assembly to limit monetary damages for injuries or death to person or property, as well as provide a uniform statute of limitations for any civil action for such injuries or death. These common sense standards will help juries effectively compensate plaintiffs and provide much-needed certainty of risk to businesses and caregivers. The legislation has been assigned to the Senate State and Local Government Committee, and a hearing is expected soon. If passed by lawmakers, the amendment would be presented to the Kentucky voters for ratification during the November 2018 general election. So call your senator and urge support for Senate Bill 2. In addition to Senate Bill 2 and House Bill 4, the following bills were introduced during the first week of the session and are consistent with KMA's 2018 legislative priorities. The association will provide further details regarding these measures as they move through the process so that members can contact their legislators to express support and urge passage. Be sure to subscribe to the KMA Legislative Alert and follow KMA on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And don't forget to register for the 2018 KMA's Physicians Day at the Capitol, scheduled for Wednesday, February 7th in Frankfort. The day will begin with a legislative breakfast and briefing at the Capitol Annex building, followed by visits with legislators and a lunch and a feedback session at the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet. Register for Physicians Day at the Capitol by visiting kyma.org.